We've spent so much time thinking about when we're going to be getting trailer 3, when we're going to be getting pre-orders, and what's going to be happening next with Rockstar, that we haven't really had a proper conversation about what could actually be in trailer 3. Now, it goes without saying, this whole video is speculation, theories, and just based on my 2 years of researching Rockstar games like an absolute nerd. But this is a video that I think is going to be really interesting to talk about, and it's something that I'm genuinely excited to kind of dive into. The last thing in this video is a little bit controversial, so looking forward to the arguments in the comments. So in trailer 3, what is the first thing that I expect that we're going to be seeing? Well, I think we're probably going to be seeing a new location. Whether this is a new state, a new part of the map, or an area of the map that we didn't believe would be in there, when it gets to the later trailers, Rockstar tends to drip feed little bits of information that give us wider context. Now, what that might be, of course, that is definitely something for speculation. We've seen things like the Gloriana number plate, and that has fueled a lot of conversation about whether there's another state or at least a northern part of the map. And actually, recently I jumped on a podcast with Sav, TGG, Bogenbav, Vice City Insider, and McTannen, and one of the things we spoke about was whether GTA 6 will actually be based on an island like they've done previously, or whether it would be a bit more like Red Dead Redemption where there's no northern border. And we discussed the various different ways that could be implemented, so I'll leave a link to that down below. Number 2, we have storytelling and narrative. So, in the first trailer, Rockstar really emphasized the word trust. Now, of course, this led to lots of theories, primarily by myself, about what the story could be about, and do things go wrong? Does the game hang on the trust between Jason and Lucia? What is the turmoil? Who is the enemy in the game, and how does that play out? Well, in later trailers, Rockstar tend to expand on that a little bit more by providing, once again, more context. So we're probably likely to see who the enemy of the game is. Obviously, we may have seen that person in screenshots, but with trailer 3, it's very likely we'll get some more context on how that plays out, and maybe just a little snippet of something going badly wrong for either Jason and Lucia. This could be one of them being shot or whatever it might be. We're very likely to see something going wrong that kind of leaves us on a cliffhanger. Now, why would we want a cliffhanger in trailer 3? Well, after trailer 3, they're most likely going to be doing the gameplay trailer, then the launch trailer, then the game releases, assuming it's not delayed, but let's just save that for a whole different day. I've wasted so much energy on thinking if the game's delayed and discussing it. At this point, I'm just waiting for Take 2 of Rockstar to say something. This brings me to number 3, which is one that I'm hoping you probably all would have guessed anyway, which is just some updated graphics. So obviously, in every single trailer we've seen, the graphics have improved. I mean, trailer 2 was absolutely phenomenal, and this does beg the question of where's that limit? Where is the diminishing returns? How much can they actually push out of consoles? We know that trailer 2 was captured on a base PlayStation 5, and it consisted of equal parts gameplay and equal parts cutscenes. But with every trailer, Rockstar has improved things a little bit, whether that's graphics, whether that's lighting, whether that's particulate effects. We'll probably see a slight improvement over the previous trailer. However, what that might look like is yet to be determined. No one complained about the aesthetics of trailer 1, but when we saw trailer 2, we were all blown away. Lord knows what trailer 3 has in store for us. This brings us to number 4. New mechanics. So with trailer 3, it's very likely that Rockstar will show us a new form of mechanic, whether that's from like a shooting mechanic, a running mechanic, a physics engine mechanic, maybe something like a crash simulation, vehicles crashing. It's very likely at some point in that trailer we'll see a new mechanic that Rockstar has introduced to Rage 9, the latest Rockstar Advanced Game Engine update. When Rockstar create a trailer, they tend to do it in a really artistic way. If we look at trailer 1, it acted more like a music video. If we look at trailer 2, you'll notice that there was a lot of dead audio space in that trailer, mainly to allow the characters and the environments to sonically speak. Rockstar was heavily flexing their sound design in trailer 2.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
We got more guns than a law allows.
Hey.
And that's one system that they've introduced to the game. So for trailer 3, it's very likely we're going to see a brand new mechanic that Rockstar's been working on that they really want to show off. Now this brings us on to weather systems. And weather is quite a controversial one. There's been all sorts of rumours and speculation about adverse weather systems in GTA 6, and to be honest, no one really knows how far Rockstar will go with it. On the Rockstar website, they've been employing people that specialise in water systems and weather systems, and we've heard all sorts of rumours about how far they're taking the weather systems in the game. But if we are going to have some more adverse weather systems, things like storms and all of that sort of stuff, it's very likely they'll give us a bit more of a hint of it in trailer 3. Personally speaking, I don't think we're going to be getting things like full-blown hurricanes and really adverse weather systems, mainly because at the end of the day, this game has to run on consoles, and base level consoles at that. And in terms of graphics performance, it's quite a big ask of the consoles to be able to squeeze in full scale destruction to actually be rendered and processed on things like base consoles, as well as things like the lighting, as well as the graphics, as well as everything else this game will have on it. However, I do think that maybe more severe rainstorms and maybe some flooding are definitely possible, and the most likely place for us to see this will be in trailer 3. So far, all we've seen from trailers and screenshots is quite a lot of cloud, quite a bit of rain, some kind of stormy looking environments, but nothing too severe. And this brings us to the one that's really controversial. But I just want to say very quickly, when GTA 6 comes out, many consoles are going to require you to verify your age on those consoles in the UK. So if you are watching this from the UK or even from any other country, and you're looking for a VPN that you can game on at really fast speeds, make sure you check out private internet access at the link down below. Whenever I game online, I game through private internet access, and the speeds are absolutely phenomenal, but also it helps with the extra layer of protection. Especially with games like Grand Theft Auto where they use the peer-to-peer model, it is less secure. So if you want to get yourselves 4 months free and 86% off, make sure you check the link down below. Now let's talk about my final prediction of what we can expect to see in trailer 3, and this is the controversial one. A third playable character. I'm going to keep tooting this horn, and I keep changing my mind on how Rockstar are going to do this, but with GTA 6 being so heavily based on Bonnie and Clyde, we know how that ended. I feel like Rockstar will probably stay true to form in that respect and give us a third playable character to play as should the ending be both of our characters die. I think that that's what Rockstar will do, because also it gives them the option to utilize that third playable character as potentially part of a character or part of a story for future DLCs, and that's a whole different conversation and a whole different video. Let me know if you want me to talk about DLCs. But I think Rockstar might go the Red Dead route with it and have a different protagonist that we can play as to continue out our free roam experience after we've completed the story. Now, of course, in the 2022 leaks, you can pause or click off the video if you don't want to know what was in the leaks. Absolutely understandable. Thank you for stopping by anyway. In the 2022 leaks, there was a few shots of them playing as another character where they're experimenting with different animation systems, and you were basically controlling a different character. Now, myself and many others have kind of just boiled this down to them just testing animation systems and using like base character models. But the more I think about it, and the more we go on about this whole Bonnie and Clyde inspired story, the more I am leaning into the fact that there might be another playable character. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next video.